up to today's production of their WPHS drama class production of Sweeney Todd. This is my couple important thank yous I need to give. One, Walker Harmon, he is my assistant student director. He's done everything for this production. I mean, he's not even in my drama class, but due to a family emergency, he filled in at the school show today. He's helped out a lot. Another is to Logan Wolf. You won't see his name in the program, but we had a kid go to Billings last minute, and Logan learned the lines and filled in. So that's real cool of him. You'll see him in a minute. Another thank you, Sam Goodman's been helping us with money. And thanks to all these kids. I mean, they put in so much work and so much effort to make the show you're going to see tonight. You're going to dig it. Please silence all cell phones. We'll have time to take pictures after the performance. No flash photography during it to disturb the actors and whatnot. After the show, we're going to take one big cast photo, and then all of you guys can come down and take pictures of your actors and visit. So, thank you.
Not a person in the place. Not even that scary Barber, Sweeney Todd. I guess I'll be on my way.
Wait!
Oh, it's you, Mr. Todd. Buy a paper?
Not a solid citizen gone to who knows where. What a world.
That'll be a penny.
Mr. Wallace Swindle was last seen on the Barbary coast, taking his morning stroll as usual. When he was last seen, his associate Mr. Gross of the Swindle and Gross firm said, when last seen, he had on person a large sum of money in addition to having a ruby ring. Police are investigating.
That'll be a penny.
For what?
The paper.
Take it back?
You read it.
Only a small portion of it.
That doesn't matter.
Well, it does to me.
1 penny or I ain't budging.
That's what you say. Trying to rob me of a penny, will you? I'll show you, Sweeney Todd, not to be trifled with.
You're a mean man, Sweeney Todd. Everyone knows that you got into a fight with the old lady on the corner.
And I would have won that fight, too, if she hadn't struck me with her crutches.
I won't forget this.
I'm sure you won't. I have great faith in fools. Another solid citizen. What's that to me? A man's got to make a living, don't he? I do appreciate a ruby ring as well as the next. A lucrative business, this barber shop. If I see someone and they look prosperous, I'll sweep them off the street, straight into my special chair, where I polish them off.
Talking to yourself again, Todd.
Ah, Mrs. Lovett, queen of the meat pie shop. Did you get that package I sent down this morning?
That's what I want to talk to you about.
Was he well off?
Pocket watch, a diamond stick pin,
Excellent.
sapphire cufflinks.
A profitable beginning to the day, Mrs. Lovett. How convenient that the way to your meat pie shop lies beneath this floor.
The police are getting suspicious. Sooner or later, they're bound to connect us to all these mysterious disappearances.
Nonsense. I'm the one law's always reaching for, but never grasped.
It isn't only the police, it's Mr. Scruples from the orphanage.
Oh, the man's adult. What's he got to do with this?
He is my intended.
You? A bride?
Why not? I'm still young. A bit of powder, a dab of rouge, and I could pass for sweet 16.
A word of advice, Mrs. Lovett. An old hen make herself a goose trying to look like a chicken.
I'm immune to your insults.
You and Scruples, altar-bound.
I've been a widow too long. I've no time for business when I'm wed. I'll be respectable.
So we shall see.
I'm not afraid of you.
And why should you? Are we not pals, after all?
I'd sooner be friends with a crocodile.
Take care, female.
You'd steal a fly from a blind spider. Be warned, I have the knowledge to speed you to the gallows.
Why are we quarreling? I too have marriage on mind.
You!
Yes, in my gentler moods, I am quite the Romeo, the Don Juan, and the Casanova. I too long for home and hearth and comfort.
Who's the object of your fancy?
Lily Farouk,
Of the Knobhill Fair Oaks.
the same.
You aim high. However, the girl is quite sane. You don't stand a chance.
I have my methods.
Good day to you, Mr. Todd. And to you, Miss Lovett.
Ah, Mr. Scruples, how good to see you again.
To what do we owe the honor?
Did you request an orphan lad from the orphanage to apprentice as a barber?
Of course I did. I can't sweep up, clean, lather, and shave all by myself.
You are to be congratulated. Giving an orphan lad occupation and shelter is the mark of a kindly man.
Tut tut, Mr. Scruples. In a moment I shall blush. I'm a modest man as well.
Huh.
So, where is the lad?
Mrs. Meanley is fetching him.
Beg pardon, is this the barber shop of Sweeney Todd?
It is.
The widow Farrick has sent me a message for Mr. Todd. Which one of you gentlemen goes by that name?
I am Sweeney Todd.
The widow Farrick says she is free this afternoon at 2, if you wish to pursue the matter discussed earlier in the week.
Tell your mistress I shall be there at the designated hour promptly.
Yes, sir.
It would seem your marriage prospects are looking up. I confess, I am amazed. Come along, Mr. Scruples.
Mrs. Lovett is presenting a bit of a problem. I don't like problems.
Ow! Ow! Let go of my ear!
Shut up, you wretched boy.
Ow! Ow!
Here he is, Mr. Todd, one foundling for the city orphanage and home for incorrigibles.
Let go of my ear! Ow!
There's a streak of independence in him.
I specifically asked Mr. Scruple for a docile way.
Mr. Scruples hardly gets down to the nitty-gritty. It's I who have to deal with the boys every hour, and day and night.
You are a remarkable woman, Mrs. Meanley.
And so poorly paid, you'll see that I be bi-weekly to make sure he's fed proper, dressed warmly, and has no complaints.
Complaints?
It's a nuisance, really, me being so poorly paid as I am. I have to make sure you're not overworking the boys. 8 hours of sleep, 3 square meals a day, trip to the dentist, medical attention, 2 new pair of socks every other month.
2 pairs? You will bankrupt me. You know, it would be a nuisance to come down every week just to make out a report. I was thinking,
Yes.
suppose you came down and you filled out the report saying that everything was being handled to the letter of the law.
Oh, you're supposed to pay him 50 cents a week.
50 cents?
Not a penny less. I know the value of a penny being so poorly paid as I am.
I think we can come to some arrangement. Suppose I pay you 20 cents a week and you fill out the forms to our mutual satisfaction.
I don't think I can do that for less than 25 cents.
You drive yourself a hard bargain, Mrs. Meanley.
I'll leave the boy in your hands. Be strict with him. He's an idler.
Your credit to your calling, Mrs. Meanley.
Mind your manners.
Come here, boy. You've got a name.
Billy, sir,
Billy what? Billy Goat.
please don't laugh like that.
Let's get one thing straight, Billy Goat. You'll work 18 hours a day. You'll clean, you'll sweep, you'll lather, and you'll do whatever else I ask you to. And there will be no back talk.
Yes, sir.
And if you give me any trouble, you'll get the back of my hand, like this.
Ow!
But when you're good and you don't give me any trouble,
You mean when I don't tell people you don't give me the new socks?
shut up! Ow! When you're good and you give me no trouble, I may give you a penny for one of Mrs. Lovett's delicious meat pies.
I'd be delighted, sir, to have one right now.
Greedy little boy, aren't you? Remember this too. If anybody gives you a tip for polishing his boots, he'll bring that tip straight to me. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Todd, isn't it?
Madam, you have the advantage.
I'm Mrs. Worthy, and this is my friend, Mrs. Noble. We're collecting for the underprivileged of the Barbary coast.
There are so many.
The underprivileged are always with us. To this day, I have given home and apprenticeship to this poor lad, brought from me from the city orphanage and home for incorrigibles.
How wonderful! You are an inspiration.
I feel that who we have must give to those who don't.
A fine sentiment.
Go on, Billy lad. Tell them what I'm doing for you.
What?
Be quick about it.
Oh, right. Mr. Todd is here to ensure that I get medical attention, 3 square meals a day, and 2 new pairs of socks every month.
How kind.
Here you go, Billy lad. Go and get yourself a meat pie.
Thank you, sir.
The lad has found a good home and position.
We had come to solicit a contribution, but I think you were suited to more than that, Mr. Todd.
Oh yeah? Bless me.
Would you not consider accepting an honorary post with our organization, the Barbary Coast Relief and Clam Chowder Marching Alliance?
As a businessman, you owe it to your position in society.
I should be charmed.
That is good news.
We shall announce it in the press.
A breath of wholesomeness after all these dreadful stories of solid citizens disappearing.
A fate we trust will never overtake you.
Madam, you may count on it.
We shall be in touch.
Thank you again.
My name in the papers as a citizen of repute. Oh, how this will fit in nicely with my future schemes and plans.
Excuse me, are you the illustrious Barber Sweeney Todd?
I am.
I'm the Honorable Nikolai. I come to have my beard trimmed. I'm on my way to Washington, D.C.
You be seated. Oh, what fine coat you have on. Maybe you should take it off. You'll be
Yeah.
more... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. That coat must be so fine, the way you keep it on yourself so closely.
I got it from a fine shop.
Let me guess, it was made from silk or who knows what
Duck.
else. Wait a minute. I recognize that coat from anywhere. It's the same coat that's made from a lion's mane. Oh, what am I thinking of? This coat is... No, it is not proper for such a fine, sentient gentleman as yourself. You'll be more comfortable in here. I reserve it for my special customers. Comfy?
Duh.
Pleased to begin?
Duh.
All in good time, Nikolai.
Why do you laugh?
Oh, I was just thinking. Life is like your lion's mane coat. So hard to create, but oh so easy to destroy.
Matches, matches, buy my matches. Who'll buy the finest matches? All San Francisco. Matches, buy my matches.
He won't get away with this.
What are you grumbling about, Rose?
Sweeney Todd, he threw me out of his shop.
Why?
He read a paper, but he wouldn't buy.
That scoundrel. If only we learned how to work those sewing machines.
I'll tell you one thing, Belle. I don't forget an injury.
You're in a state. Come along, girls. We'll go down to the Fisherman's Wharf and get something to eat.
Last time I met someone like Sweeney Todd, I was in a nightmare.
Our coming nuptials approach, Miss Lovett.
I can hardly wait for the day, Mr. Scruples. I yearn for a cottage small by a waterfall, as they say. I shall close the meat pie shop and devote my life to your comfort.
A lovely prospect.
Ah, love good at play. How charming.
Isn't Miss Lovett a treasure?
Well, they do say love is blind.
Well, in this case, marriage will be the eye specialist. We'll expect a handsome wedding gift from you, Todd.
We'll expect a handsome wedding gift from you, Todd. Bah! The only thing I'll buy for her is a jar of vanishing cream. Red plot in earnest. Soon I shall abandon my trade on the Barbary coast and move into a life of politics. There, I'll finally be respected, and I'll have enough wealth to keep me covered for years to come. Wealth I've gathered by unusual methods. First, I'll become mayor of San Francisco, then governor, senator, president!
Raving again, are you, Todd?
Back so soon, leech?
I have a few things to settle, and I have no wish for the simple Mr. Scruples to know the nature of our discussion, even though I can twist him around my little finger.
Ha ha ha.
Matters march here. Only a matter of time before the straitjackets will be heading your way.
Sometimes I wish Adam had died with all his ribs in his body. I do wonder what Mr. Scruples would say of our little arrangement.
One word and it's the gallows for you.
If I have to embrace the gallows, so shall you, and you will be there right by my side. Now, did you get the bundle of Oriental goods I set down?
I want my money.
Do not deceive yourself. This rough exterior covers a heart of flint.
I want my share.
Fine. What must be must. I have made a tally. You owe me certain sums for wear, tear, and whatnot. The truth of the matter is, you owe me $6.37.
I owe you nothing. You cheat, you fraud.
Flattery's wasted on me.
So speak of wits. I know how to survive. I know how to protect myself. Money isn't everything.
Sometimes it's not even enough for the likes of you.
Next time, the trump card will be in my hand.
Each day she presents more of a problem. I have to deal with her sooner than I thought.
Might you be the gentleman what's called Sweeney Todd?
Oh, what a villainous looking cutthroat.
Friend of mine by the name of Hit Him Over the Head Mary says this Todd character might have worked for the likes of me.
Your name?
Barnacle.
That's it?
It's enough. Now, sir, are you Sweeney Todd?
Yes, I am Sweeney Todd.
Who do you want? Shanghai.
The matter is a bit more delicate than that.
Delicacy is me specialty.
Listen here, Barnacle. I want you to take a fast packet boat to Honolulu.
Honolulu?
There at the docks will be a ship by the name of the Flying Mouse. It must never reach San Francisco.
You want me to sink her?
Quiet! We mustn't be overheard. The sordid details I leave to you.
The mouse will go to the bottom.
Excellent.
My lips is sealed.
And they will be. Permanently if one word of this gets out. Gold. 1 bar now, 1 bar when you bring me the news that the Flying Mouse has floundered.
Count on Barnacle. He always sticks to the job.
Now, to the lovely widow Phillips' home. There my future bride awaits.
Strange duck that Sweeney Todd. A bar of solid gold. Now that's my kind of treasure. I'll sink the mouse so she'll stay sunk. Only one thing worries me. I can't swim.
Oh, I could stare at this window for eternity waiting for my beloved sailor, Tom. Word reached Sparrow House only this morning that they would arrive before the afternoon was swallowed by the twilight.
Miss Lily, wonderful news, they're here.
My heart throbs, Sailor Tom. With his good friends, Brooklyn Jake, my heart throb. They came in the back way through your garden. Oh, joy, hopeless. Oh, happy day,
least I can do for a gal I love.
How long are you in port?
We sail with the tide.
So soon?
Time and tide wait for no man.
But you just got here.
A sailor's fate.
Where's Tom?
Tom eat your mud and home. She did seem upset.
Business matters. Ever since dear Papa's demise, Mother has to jiggle and juggle to keep us afloat.
Appears to me a man could be around the place. And me?
Remember, you promised this would be your last voyage.
Brooklyn Jake never goes back on his word.
Could I extract such a promise from Tom? But sometimes I fear he has salt water where another man would have blood. Sailor Tom loves you, Miss Lily.
Maybe we could have a double wedding.
Oh, joy. Oh, bliss.
Oh, hunger! Suppose you could whip me up a bite of something to eat.
Follow me into the kitchen. As for myself, I have no hunger. Love more than satisfies my appetite.
Apples!
What happiness I see in the eyes of Minnie and Brooklyn Jake. 'Tis unearthly.
Guess who?
Tom?
Lily!
Tom!
Lily!
You look sad. It is the thought of seeing you go so soon after you just arrived. Minnie has secured a promise from Brooklyn Jake that this voyage would be his last. I could never ask such thing as you. I know you love the sea. Too much.
I love you more, Lily Farrow.
I may swoon.
Let us set the time and day of our marriage. I vow to forget the sea once and for all.
You do love me more than anything else.
You will marry me?
Has there ever been any doubt? Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, Lily, Lily. We sail along the tide. On my return, you will be Mrs. Sailor Tom.
Don't you have a last name?
Forgive me. I did not mean to forgive you.
Your daughter is promised to be my wife.
Oh, joy. Oh, bliss. We wed as soon as Tom returns from Manila. I wish I hope all my financial woes will be dissolved.
Your mother has told me of these woes.
Mr. Sweeney Todd has purchased all my father's late notes on outstanding debts. If he should demand payment, we are doomed.
Fully I have the money to give you.
We must rely on the kind heart of Sweeney Todd, if indeed he has one.
What manner of man is this Sweeney Todd?
When he looks at me, I shiver. I suspect the man is a reprobate. He's oilier than a kerosene lamp and just as smelly. That will be Mr. Todd. He's always punctual. The door, Minnie. Yes, ma'am. Lily, whatever you do, please don't offend the man. We must rely on his generosity. If we must rely on the man's generosity, we might as well tattoo a soap bubble.
That reminds me, I got a new tattoo.
Oh, it's a flower with the word Lily written on it.
You're not only under my skin, you're on it.
Mr. Sweeney Todd, Esquire.
I trust that I'm on time.
To the minute. You know my lovely daughter Lily.
Of course I do. A ravishing blossom on the California landscape.
You do forget yourself.
A sumptuous mansion you have here on Snob Hill.
That's Knob Hill, Mr. Todd.
And who might I inquire is this nautical chap?
Sailor Tom, soon to be the husband of Miss Lily Farrow.
Marriage?
To the only man I shall ever want.
So we shall see about that. Looks healthy enough. I'm surprised, Widow Farrell, to see that a sailor is being respected in this dwelling. Back in my day, they weren't respected at all.
Sir, I wish to remind you this is my home. I shall entertain whoever I wish.
Oh, no offense. However, this mansion may well belong to me one day.
don't waste our time. Time's wasting.
It was a brief reunion, but sweet. Goodbye, Tom. Good sailing.
It surprises me, Widow Pharaoh, to see that this dwelling has turned into a shelter for sailing men. It does you no credit.
Well, they've gone.
And not a moment too soon. May I sit down?
What am I thinking of? Please do.
Now, Widow Pharaoh, it seems that I have purchased your late husband's notes, and now I'm entitled to demand payment in full. The due date is today. Do you have the money?
No. But I have it signed bilateral.
Bilateral? I think you mean collateral. I don't want collateral. I want money.
I still own my ship.
Ship?
The Flying Mouse.
Where?
The Flying Mouse is the name of the ship.
Of course, yes.
We'll soon sail from Honolulu Harbor with a cargo of pinnacles. When it reaches San Francisco, you would pay with interest.
Let's see.
Do say this delay will be agreeable with you.
How could I deny you anything?
So it's agreed. You will wait until the Flying Mouse docks to press your claim?
Of course. Why not? I'm a businessman after all. Only today did I accept a business opportunity with the Barbary Coast Relief and Clam Chowder Marching Alliance.
A splendid organization.
Maybe, Miss Lily, perhaps you'll allow me to show you the new opera house one day. Hmm?
Will you be staying for tea?
You liked it.
I shall see these in the kitchen. I'll assist.
Do stay and keep me company. I am a lonely man.
I really must help Mama. We shan't do wrong.
So it seems that damsel has struck a romantic interest in my bones. She'll find me the most desirable of suitors. Do little Widow Pharaoh know and Dr. Lily that the Flying Mouse will flounder and its pineapples turn soggy. Either she pays up or she goes to jail. Or Dr. Lily becomes my bride. Oh, the joys of Billy! Then, sweet Todd for mayor!
Matches, matches, buy my matches. Who'll buy those finest matches all in San Francisco? Matches, buy my matches.
You there, Bill.
Me, sir.
You.
I got a license. Look.
Never mind about that. Have you seen this gentleman?
What a lovely robe he's wearing.
Named Honorable Mr. Chang. He's a missing person and a gentleman of considerable wealth.
Let me have a look.
Last seen here on the Barbary coast some months ago. Vanished without a trace. A foul play suspected.
Some months ago, you said.
Exactly 3 months. In possession of some rare jade.
The Barbary Coast is a wicked, wicked place.
It's true. When you're down and out of the Barbary coast, people don't punch you. They kick you. If you remember anything, let me know.
I will.
What a lovely name. Honorable Mr. Chan.
Somewhere or another, I associate him with Sweeney Todd.
You got Todd on the brain. Come on along, Rose. We'll go a bit on to the low tide. We'll scavenge.
I'm glad to remember I last seen the Honorable Mr. Chang. It could be important.
I'm delighted with all your reports, Mrs. Meanley. You have the welfare of the lads at heart.
Well, ever since Billy has been in Mr. Todd's employment, he's lost all his aggressiveness.
It's because I'm hungry, Mr.
What's that? What did he say?
He said he was hungry to learn the barbering trade.
I hope that you appreciate all that Mr. Todd is doing for you, Billy.
Oh, yes, Mr. Scruples. I certainly appreciate Mr. Todd taking me in and giving me the business.
You mean teaching
Ow.
you the business.
Yes, teaching me the business.
My, what have we here?
We were just discussing you.
What matter?
Mrs. Meanley's report.
About Billy?
I trust everything's in order.
It's a splendid report. Nothing to worry about.
I should think not.
There is a rumor abroad that you contemplate political office.
Who, I wonder, could be circulating such a rumor? Apart from myself, of course.
Mrs. Worthy for one.
Mrs. Noble for another.
Delightful women. Come here, Billy lad.
Go along.
Here, go and get yourself a meat pie.
Thank you, sir.
You are the soul of kindness.
I do what I can. How is it you're not yet married to the, I don't want to say likable, charming Mrs. Lovett?
The dear lady keeps postponing the date. She tells me there are some things that must clear up before the marriage knot can be tied.
I tell you what, the female of the species is such an enigma.
We should see how our other fondlings are prospering.
Scruples is a stupid fellow. Head like a doorknob, anyone can turn it.
You're late.
Wait.
My money? 3 weeks due?
It must have slipped my mind. I unfortunately don't have my pocketbook on me. Will you take a check?
No checks.
Fine. You'll have your money next week.
We struck a bargain I expect you to stay true to.
You'll have your money next week.
Look, I don't want any trouble. I just want my money.
I just said you'll have your money next week.
My advice is to you is to stick to our bargain.
Advice? That sounds like a threat.
You may call it a threat, but I call it advice.
Take care. Advice is like mushrooms. Consuming the wrong kind might prove fatal. Everywhere I turn, some conniving member of the gentler sex is out to complicate my life. Todd! Oh, good. It's you. What news?
The news from Honolulu is good.
Excellent.
Fire of unknown origin sent the ship to the bottom. The mouse now sleeps in Davy Jones' lockers.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, Barnacle, you're a man after my own heart. If I had one, of course.
I ain't interested in your heart. I want another piece of treasure.
It must have slipped my mind. I left the other piece of treasure at home. Will you take a check?
No checks. I don't have what you'd call social security.
Fine. Meet me tonight at the Golden Dragon Chop Suey Noodle Pavilion.
I'll be there, never you fear.
Better yet, why not meet me at my barber shop, where we can polish off this little deal at midnight?
The location don't matter, the treasure does. At midnight.
Midnight. Now, off to the Pharaoh Palace to bring this exciting news. Either Widow greets the dawn from behind prison bars, or dear Lily becomes Mrs. Sweeney Todd. Oh, I better be going.
to postpone the demand of payment. With the sinking of the Flying Mouse, the news has spread up and down the Barbary coast to have heard.
It's him.
Who?
Sweeney Todd.
Nothing escapes that man's notice. He is a clever wolf.
Shall I tell him you're not receiving?
That would do no good.
We must face him sooner or later.
I wouldn't trust that Sweeney Todd. I could tell his motto is a tooth for a tooth, but he expects yours to have gold in it.
That's enough, May. Show him in.
Yes, ma'am. Gives me the chills, he does.
What are we going to do?
I shall decompose myself. We must show him we are not defeated.
If only Sailor Tom were in port.
He could do little. This is a matter of high finance, not of good detention.
Mr. Sweeney Todd, Esquire.
Good morning, ladies. And to you, Minnie, my pretty.
Oh,
Always a pleasure to see you, widow. Is that a cigarette?
My husband died of one cancer. Don't judge me anymore.
And to you, Dr. Lily. You grow more radiant with each passing hour. You would make a flower blush.
You do forget yourself. I am an engaged woman.
Haughty numbered this Lily Pharaoh. I'll soon break her spirit.
To what do we get honor of this visit?
Oh, come, widow. You know exactly why I'm here. It seems the Flying Mouse has sprung a leak, and its cargoes of pineapples have turned into tropical punch. I'm afraid the due date is today, and I'm here to collect.
You must give us more time.
Time? Zounds, damsel, what do you take me for, a fool? I gave your mother plenty of time, and she still hasn't given me my money.
We never expected it to sink.
Well, obviously, my money or your dear mama goes to jail.
No! You could not be so heartless.
I'm a businessman. No one expects a businessman to have a heart.
Have you no sense in shame?
A sense of shame is what I expect from others.
One moment you're solicitous, the next grasping.
I have my moods.
Mama! Are you all right? Oh.
There's really nothing I can do. Unless I'll be direct. I'm soon to abandon my trade on the Barbary coast and move into political office. And move to a more fashionable section of the city. Like Snob Hill, for instance.
Snob Hill.
In my new career, I require a wife whose name is above reproach, whose reputation is above, well, repute. A wife I can appreciate and who will worship me.
What are you suggesting?
I am prepared to tear up this bill that ensures your complete and utter destruction on one condition.
Which is?
Miss Lily becomes Mrs. Sweeney Todd.
Never! 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 You do forget yourself.
I forget nothing! Let me remind you the law's on my side!
But I have already promised to another.
Oh, a mere technicality. It surprises me, widow, that you would find a sailor as a suitable son-in-law and have doubts about a politician.
Sir, it is no secret that some are convinced you are a shady character.
Why? Because my shop is on the Barbary coast? You too may find yourself in that part of the city working 18 hours a day in a sweatshop.
No! If only Sailor Tom were here.
So what's it to me, Lily? A gold ring for your finger? Or an iron one attached to a heavy chain for your mother?
Monster! Beast! Demon! Okra!
Think it's over, Miss Lily.
I'd rather embrace the jail cell than permit such a marriage.
Then I shall do my best to accommodate you.
out of this house, you villain!
You rogue! You handsome! It's that! It's that! It's that! That's right!
Come on, we're home, Sailor Tom.
How sweet it is to breathe again the damp fog of San Francisco.
How sweet it will be to see Miss Minnie and Miss Lily once more.
We've taken our last sea voyage no more.
I want to see Miss Lee's eyes light up when she sees the gift you brought back from the mail. I fetched up by a candy shop and purchased large blocks of chewing. Might made this dough as music. Bold me of the eating kind.
I'll travel to the Pharaoh Cup. I'll meet you there.
Within the hour, matey.
Within the hour, Jake. A true friend. I trust Brooklyn Jake with my life. Time's wasted. I best be on my way.
Gah! Complications. Do you not recognize me, Sailor Tom?
I don't think so.
Young people, they have no memory today.
On second thought, there is something about you. Is it the smell?
I am quite distinctive. My card.
The ace of spades?
Stop, stop, stop. I knew that magician was hiding something. Sorry. Here is my card.
Sweeney Todd, Esquire, tonsorial pursuits. Oh, I remember you. I met you at the Pharaoh House before I set sail for Manila.
Your memory improves.
I trust your business dealings with the widow Pharaoh has resolved itself quite satisfactorily.
Quite. You must not reach Lily.
I have something here, Mr. Todd, that will impress you.
Pray tell, what might that be?
A gift I'm giving to Lily for our wedding.
Let me guess. It was something you picked up from the street vendor in the Philippines. You sailors are such easy marks. What is it? A pillow with the word sweetheart written on it. Oh, better yet, a music box I played the Tordor March.
None of that for mine. Pearls! Perfectly matched.
One of where's the pirate's ransom? It is a bit damaged, but still, this is so expensive. How could you afford such a princely gift?
I fished a Philippine magic straight out of the water. He fell out of his boat, going down the third time. I fished him out, and in gratitude, he gave me these pearls. Do you think Lily will like them?
I don't know about Lily, but I sure do. She'll be pleased.
Good. I best be on my way.
You're not gonna go looking as you do.
What's wrong with the way I look?
Your beard is rough, and you smell of the sea. This is no way to greet your intended.
Suppose I could do with a shave.
You are but in luck. My shop is but a few steps from this spot.
Will it take long?
I can finish you up in a matter of minutes. Remember, no charge for the bay rum.
Which way to your shop?
Down this way, most convenient. With him out of the way, Miss Lily will become less of a problem. Oh, with those pearls, I'll be rich wherever I go.
The orphanage was better than this. It's not the work I mind, it's Sailor Todd. Sweeney Todd bothers me. He's always talking to himself and laughing. He says he's got a mechanical mind, but if you ask me, he screws loose.
All right, that's enough, Billy.
Do you need me to get the lathering mug, Mr. Todd?
Oh, no. Go and buy yourself a meat pie.
That's another thing. I'm sick of meat pies.
A bit of human wreckage I saved from a life of idleness and want. He really loves his meat pies.
I am quite anxious to see my intended.
And so, show yourself. Oh, wait, Billy. Go on.
Whenever there's a customer, I have to leave. There's more here than meets the eye, I think.
Go on. Oh, no, Sailor Tom. You'll be wanting to sit in my special chair. I reserve it for my special customers.
What's so funny?
Oh, I was just thinking of something I picked up from an Oriental gentleman before he left San Francisco. He had a really nice coat. Let's see, what were his words again? Ah, right. Only foolish mouse make nested cats here.
Doesn't sound funny to me.
Well, your humor needs nourishing.
Make me look good, Mr. Todd.
Oh, when I'm done with you, you will hardly recognize yourself.
Mr. Todd, are you in?
Curses. Ah, Mrs. Noble, Mrs. Worthy.
We wanted to thank you for your latest contributions to our charity work. In view of your substantial contributions to the Barbary Coast Relief and Clam Chowder Marching Alliance, I'm giving a tea in your honor.
Do you attend, Thomas?
Delightful. I'd really love to stay and chat, ladies, but I have a victim. Customer! Customer.
Okay,
Well, I'll see you at Wednesday.
till then.
Till then.
We want to give a special tea.
I have no time for hags like that.
Mr. Todd, are you going to be much longer?
Oh no, Sailor Tom. I won't see you any longer.
I am in a hurry.
So am I.
Todd!
I'm busy.
I'll be but a minute.
I have a customer.
Well, then the sooner you settle with me, the sooner you can get back to him.
What's the meaning of this?
I've given it some thought.
I wouldn't waste a thought. You can't afford it.
Is that an insult?
You're booby if you think that's a compliment.
I want my money.
You had my word as a gentleman.
If you were a real gentleman, you'd give me my money, let's do, without arguing.
A real gentleman does not pay his creditors. He owes them.
If you don't give me my money, I'll stand here and denounce you in front of your customer.
Fine. Very well. You shall have all that's owed. Everything tonight.
Tonight, I want it now.
How would you like to wear this for a necklace?
You wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't I?
Mr. Todd, is everything all right?
No, no. A neighbor simply wished to borrow a cup of sugar. What is that racket? Dog! No! What are you doing here?
I forgot the location.
What location?
I couldn't remember whether it was at the Golden Dragon in Chop Suey Noodle Pavilion or here in your shop.
You imbecile! Someone might see us together!
Then the sooner I leave, the better for all concerned. The Golden Dragon or here.
Here, Pinhead.
Who you be calling Pinhead?
The hour was midnight.
Midnight. See you then.
You haven't been spying on me, have you?
I have to protect my investment, don't I?
Do you?
I do.
Beware, Barnacle. I'm no man to trifle with.
I know what to do and what not to do.
He must be crabby.
Maybe some other time.
No, no. Listen. Miss Lily waits, and you can't go looking as you do. Now, just sit still for a moment.
Who's that crafty-looking lobster crabbing away?
Will you shut up and get back to your post? We've got a live one. The quarry is pearls. Perfect a string as I've ever seen.
You are sure of yourself.
A compliment, Mrs. Lovett. Seems you're finally coming to your senses.
I wouldn't try to outfox you, Todd. I know better than that.
Of course you do. Nobody outsmarts Sweeney Todd.
You always win.
Always. Now quickly, to work.
Whatever you say.
Oh, pearls, pearls. Wonderful pearls.
I'd like to have a word with you, Todd.
Get out of my shop.
It's about the Honorable Mr. Chang. I have some information that police might find useful.
Get out of my shop!
I have a grudge to settle with you.
I'll settle with you right now! Get out! Will there ever be an end to these nuisances? It's hard to make a dishonest dollar. The planning, The scheming. The murdering. At least with those pearls, I'll be so rich I don't know what to do with myself.
Mr. Todd, are you gonna be much longer?
Oh no, Senator Tom.
You look so funny.
The laugh!
Murder! That's what it is! Murder!
These talks are the best I've ever had. Did you bring them all the way from Manila?
Of course I did. If I did that, they'd be nothing but a gooey mess.
Candy is my only weakness. Apart from you, that is.
I can't see her stuff in the face like that. Considering what happened to poor little pharaohs.
Why'd you have to bring that up?
It was you that told me.
A crying shame. Poor widow Pharaoh in jail with Miss Lily with her heart broken.
Why didn't the widow get a lawyer?
No money to pay for one. Mr. Todd has the policeman on the doorsteps of Pharaoh House, so we can't get back in.
Sailor Tom Master. He's got something that will solve everything.
The only thing that will solve this is a pocketbook stuffed with money.
Better than that.
What's better than a pocketbook stuffed with money?
Pearls. Pearls.
Pearls?
Each pearl perfectly matched. Sailor Tom brought them back from his lily.
Sailor Tom can pay off that awful Sweeney Todd by selling the pearls.
That's my thinking.
You're a wonder, Brooklyn Jake. Oh, happy, happy day. What's wrong?
We should probably tell Sailor Tom about the news.
And get the pearls.
Life on the heights is never like this.
Pearls, did I hear them say, in the same breath as the name me partner, Sweeney Todd? Say, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on a nice string of pearls. I'll follow the pair and see what more I can discover. If I play my cards right, I might end up with some treasure and a necklace.
Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, I know what I heard, and I'm glad I didn't see it. Mr. Todd was doing harm to some poor soul. I wonder if he never wanted me around whenever he was using his special chair. Oh, if I tell anyone, he'll surely do me in.
Boy, what's the matter? You look feverish. Are you ill? Recognize you? You're that boy from Sweeney Todd.
Please, sir, don't say that name.
Has he beaten you?
No,
What's wrong then?
I'd rather not say.
Look, if you got any complaints to make it to this kind young gentleman.
No!
But if you need help.
Leave me alone!
Anything matter, Belle? There's something always the matter down here in the Barbary coast.
Go along, Belle. Your imagination is getting the better of you.
But there was something wrong with that boy. He was shaking like the last leaf of winter.
You're blocking the sidewalk.
Has anyone seen Billy?
What? Alive? The sailor has escaped the falls. Todd spoke of pearls. Nothing. Todd has taken them already and left me to dispose of the evidence.
Where am I?
Below Sweeney Todd's special chair.
Special chair?
He puts them in that chair, tilts it back, and they fall through a trap door.
I don't know what you're talking about. My head hurts.
Don't you remember getting a shave from Sweeney Todd?
Who?
You have pearls.
Pearls?
Can't you remember anything? He survived the fall, but ended up a victim of magnesia. Do you, oh, punish my tormentor?
I faint.
Destiny has sent this sailing man to me. I shall repay vengeance with vengeance. Revenge